Hello, we are still on higher education training program. This training program is brought to you by YouTube through iSYSTEM. The addresses are on your screen and please check them out. If you have further details, if you have questions about our training program, it's here. So without further ado, let's talk about how the database are related. Now, we are talking about system of database used for enrollment system. So let me introduce you to those databases. Now the databases initially are, you have med, treat plan, patient mass, and tooth. So this comprises the databases used for this higher education enrollment system, usually used for colleges and universities. So higher education, if you are a college or higher education school or university, this is the system you need. You need an enrollment system, and this portion is how the databases done here are related. So let's first talk about the tables. The tables used here are the student table or the student file, in which case this is the student file here. Okay, there's the student file. So your student file is in patient mass. Okay, so it's basically inputting the data of your student master file. So these are some of the fields that you can see here. What's more relevant is the students are master file are linked to a subcontrol and control files. Later on you will have discussion on what those links are. This basically used for accounting purposes, but as you know, all the system ends up in accounting entries. Now these are some of the details that you may need, like a cell phone or email address and whatever pertinent data that is required for encoding database of student. So we are talking about that table. The next table is the subjects table, subject cap, which can be found in the tooth table. The subject cap means that for every subject there is an enrolled cap. Let's say all the subjects here can only accommodate 45 students. So that's basically what this table is used for. So if you are a university or a college, just encode all your subjects here, and that's the time slot and the salary cap. This is the time slot, the room, and the salary cap. Most important information that is required. This is also the days that can be used for encoding for defining the subjects offered. So we're done with that. The next is these two files, the student file and the subjects file are used when you are encoding the student subjects enrolled table. So you have a student file for your master file, you have the subjects file where you put in the cap, and then you finally have a master file of what the student is enrolled in this semester. So that's basically what that file is for. So it's here. This is the student that is enrolled, and let's say he has enrolled several subjects. So there you go. You have several let's say Joshua here. Joshua has 2 subjects enrolled. So this is basically what this table is for. It's enrolling how many subjects, and the subjects are recalled by popping up this screen. Right now, that screen is what the subject cap is for. So you have a student file which you enroll here. Okay, we call the student, and the subject that is offered with the cap, of course. So as you know, we're recalling the cap, so we're going to this screen over here, find out what the cap is. Alright, now there you go. I've exited that. So as you are encoding in this table, this is really how you encode the table. You are calling on this 2 table, the student file for your student and the subject that has a cap, this one. So while you're here, alright, while you're here, you are calling on the student file and the subjects with the cap. Now this you will call on, and undoubtedly when this you have all this data, it all now goes to the transaction file. But before that, you have to also schedule you have also to include the subject schedules, because what you have here is you've enrolled on the subjects, correct, that you have to cross-refer it to the subject schedules. These are the subjects with the cap, and these are the subject schedules under a particular subject. You see, you may have one subject here for found on here, but this subject has several schedules like this one. So this is how you go about it. You use the med table for enrolling the subjects that is available. So what you do is you go back to your, to explain further, you have to go back to your table and see that the subject schedule is related to all these other tables. So technically, when you have it here, because this is where you build your transaction file, when you are here in the transaction file, those are the table that you need. Here is the med table where, as we have said, the subject schedule is presented. So for now, we're quitting this one and going to the next training program.